Hello everyone, welcome back to Howling Hoosier Outdoors, and today we're going to be talking about the tiered level of survival kits as well as my personal everyday carry, since apparently that's a big thing on YouTube these days. So the tiered ideology of survival kits breaks it down into your first tier, which is your first line of survival gear, which is your EDC. Your second tier is more of a get-home bag. You're doing everything. That kit is designed specifically to get you from point A back home, point B. Tier 3 is a full-bore 72-hour kit. That is everything that you would need to survive for 72 hours should you have to bunker down in your car, should you have to stay in a hotel room for the night, should you have to be out in the woods for a night. Whatever the situation may dictate, whatever your personal situation is. And then Tier 4 is your vehicle survival kit. So this is going to include like your jumper cables and your flat tire kits, anything to keep you on the road, as well as, oh no, my vehicle's broke down and now I have to walk the rest of the way home. And the idea behind these tiered kits is to make them kind of modular. So your EDC kit is also going to be on you when you have your get home kit, and your get home kit is also going to be attached to you when you go to your 72-hour kit, and ideally your 72-hour kit is going to be in your vehicle, so you have that to fall back on in addition to your vehicle kit. So my personal tier 1 kit is laid out right in front of you. You have the obvious things such as my cell phone. This is a very basic phone. Typically it's my camera. Thankfully I've got a backup right now. Nothing fancy. It is just a phone. Next, my wallet. I always keep a degree of cash on me. That is, if in the event that a card reader is down or whatever, I'm not going to be up creek without a paddle or with an empty gas tank. And then, obvious, car keys. I've seen a lot of individuals keep emergency tools on their key set. A lot of them just look really gimmicky to me, guys. I've done that. I used to have an entire survival keychain attached to a carabiner that always was in my pocket, and when I actually came down to using any of those tools, they broke on me. The only exception was a ferro rod, which, I'm not mad about, but why use the ferro rod when I have a lighter on me, especially as part of an EDC thing. So next, handy dandy bandana. Here in Indiana, it's always humid. It's always humid, sometimes it's hot, but I'm always sweating, so this bandana will go over your head. Also makes a very good makeshift bandage. I make sure to get the 2 feet by 2 feet ones. Occasionally, depending on where I'm going, I'll have a full-bore shamag, which is a 3x3 piece of cotton. It all works. I always have some type of bandana / head wrap with me, just to keep the sweat out of my eyes. Yes, you can use it as an impromptu tourniquet, but there's no way that it's going to work as well as an actual tourniquet. Next, I have a paracord rosary for obvious spirituality reasons. Handmade this myself using 550 cord, and I've carried it with me for 7+ years now. So next, everyone who knows me knows I'm a huge fan of Zippos. This is an emergency sparker. It is an emergency lighter. Not this one, but another one that I do have has a mirrored finish on it, so I guess you could use it as a signal mirror if you needed it to. But most importantly, I just prefer Zippos. Windproof, mostly all weatherproof, and you don't have to worry about them exploding on you. Has happened. If you throw a big lighter in a blender, it's gonna explode. You throw this in a blender, it's gonna come out still working. Ultimate durability test. Next, analog watch. All the watches that I wear are analogs. I have found that analog watches are just typically more durable. They keep ticking no matter what I put them through. And there's a cool trick that you can actually use the hands as a compass in certain environments, certain times of the day, especially here in the Midwest. I'll do that in a later video. So additionally, part of my EDC is I follow what's known as the 3-knife system. A fixed blade, a folding knife, and a multi-tool. Fixed blade for heavy-duty tasks, a folding knife for most of your everyday light-duty tasks, and then a multi-tool for everything else. So my right now, my primary fixed blade is this Holtzman's Gorilla neck knife. This is one that I'm testing out. I'm testing it out. I'm seeing if I like it. Right now, it is entirely a field experiment, though my typical everyday carry knife is an SE Azula. I carried that for 300 miles on the Appalachian Trail, in addition to a Swiss Army knife. And then my other primary neck knife is this Foltz Minimalist Bowie, custom ordered by Mr. Foltz himself, with a cool survivalist loadout on it where I have a signal mirror, a small hacksaw, and then a ferrocerium rod on there. So I guess I am carrying a ferro rod to some degree on it when I wear that particular knife. My folding knife is almost always going to be this zero tolerance with the tiger stripe. I believe this is the model 350 TS. These things are just built like tanks. I've owned zero tolerance for a very long time, and I really like this one because it's the same knife that Gibbs carried on NCIS, and that is the only reason that I bought it original. Alright, the next one that we talk about is the multi-tool, and typically I carry a Swiss Army knife. I like how low profile they are. This is the Huntsman's model. They're not big, they're not heavy, they're not bulky, and they're just a good all-around multi-tool. And I guess this could also qualify as your folding knife. If you wanted to only carry one with you, I would definitely go with this one. However, if I know that I'm going into a day that's going to require a lot of labor, I will typically carry a Leatherman. This one here is my personal favorite. It's the rebar model, and it also gives you the benefit of having pliers and wire cutters along with it. And the last but not least item that is part of my EDC is some type of water bottle. Right now, I'm rocking an Algene. This is a big Hoss 48 ounce, liter and a half beast. Typically, I'll carry something that's, if I'm out hiking or backpacking, I'll carry a metal one. That way I can boil water in it and whatnot. But for everyday carry purposes, this one works great, and I really have no complaints about it. So yeah, that is all I've got for you today. If you have any videos showing off your guys' EDC, I would love to see them. Go ahead and post those links down in the comments. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, questionable life choices, or epiphanies, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Thank you all for watching, and stay awesome, folks.